Imagine this. The best pasta sauce you have ever tasted sits abandoned on a plate. Wasted sauce. That is a tragedy. If only you had used Barilla al Bronzo pasta. Its bronze-cut texture holds your sauce and scoops up every last drop. The Italians call that scarpetta. Capture sauce the Italian way. Barilla al Bronzo. Click or tap the banner to find out more.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply. This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Episode 19. What Lies Beneath. Inside us are the things we truly fear. Sinister voices proclaiming weakness. Floating words whispering fragility. Revolving opinions of our lesser selves. So softly they roar. And they are not easily hushed. Not by hope, not by dream. Not by hasty submission. But through action. The words courage, honor, fortitude, bravery. These are born when we ignore the whispers and roars and speak with clarity. When I am tested, will I rise? Yes. With great clarity, yes. Now, give me my silence. Welcome back to Girls Who Don't DnD. I am your Dungeon Master, Cory, and with me tonight is...
Indy playing Freya.
Stacey playing Kaa'Riin.
Alana playing Morrigan.
We're going to smash out some shout-outs really quickly and then get right into this game. I'm looking forward to this one. So my shout-outs this time are to Dennis Lorenz, who's doing some art for us.
Oh,
How nice is that? I'll take it. So we may have a new logo soon. We'll find out. And also I want to shout out some of our new Patreon Patreon patrons. One of these days. Jacqueline, JD, Jennifer, and Michaela, who recently joined.
And ruined the alliteration.
Yeah.
I know, there were 3 J's and then I went, and someone else.
Michaela, would you consider Jacqueline?
Who else has got someone to shout out?
I'm going to shout out Ali, who commented on our latest post. Awesome that you're using diversity consultants. Bravo. Thank you.
Yeah, occasionally we reach out to people when we're dealing with something that I would like to be a bit stronger on and just ask other people what they would do and how they would do things. That's the same thing twice, isn't it? What they would do and how they would do things.
Perfect.
Yeah, I do that. I ask them a question, then I ask them a redundant question. Stace, what do you got?
I have a Townsend Who Shall Remain, and it says via Apple Podcasts, which I don't think that's part of their name. But they left an amazing review. Thank you so much. But the most important part is this one. If I ever make it to your part of the world, I'm taking all 4 of you out for dinner and drinks on me.
Oh, we've recorded that now. That's
duly noted.
That's locked in.
That's locked in. You just let us know when's good for you.
And we'll pick the place. Alana, what do you got?
I am going to pick Denny16 from the United States. They've given us a 5-star review saying that we are chef's kiss brilliant. I've picked them because they've written a really long review where they have said that they can tell how much time, energy and thought has been put into the story by Cory, and like they really appreciate all the editing that you've put in, and then they put in like thank you Indy, Alana and Stacey for showing up every episode and enjoying yourselves.
Well, that's important too.
And I think that's really reflective of the exact situation we're in. Thank you, Cory, for all the hard work, and thank you, girls, for being here.
Well, let's recap what recently happened, because the last episode was all kinds of stuff. Now, I'll do it quickly. First, no, not first. This is in no particular order.
Okay.
Would have made sense to do this in order. You escape the castle, you escape Lord Caradriel, you stole his gauntlet, you save Finati, you promised to knight Craig.
Oh, yeah.
You didn't save Freya's mum. You didn't get special time with the Shadow Knight. You didn't destroy the Shadow Blight. You found a dormant clockwork army, and you sent Smudge on his way with the antidote. It was a massive, massive episode.
Yeah, it really was.
You did a lot.
Yeah, I got a new hand.
We're productive.
I got a new hand. So, are you ready to find out what's going on in your world, and are you ready to play?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
Ladies, you find yourself on some sort of tour boat, chugging out across the Bay of Wales. This is not the same stretch of water you found yourself crossing with Dutch when your adventure began. You're much further south now, and on the western side of this part of the mainland. Finati, who still looks like hell, assures you that if you can convince the boat owner to take you the whole way across the bay, you'll be closer to the Library of Vassanor, where you should be able to find a copy of Elasoe's diary, which was the book that Freya's mother was apparently holding as she was turned to stone by Lord Caradriel's solace-binding machine. Finati is standing watching as they pull away from the dock. He sighs and his shoulders drop. He brushes his locks aside and says, you can just hear him say, "Don't worry, love. I'll be back soon." And ladies, you find yourself with enough time to think, which is something you don't normally have, as the boat certainly isn't a quick one. It is definitely chugging away. What sort of things do you think you'd be thinking about?
How to kill Caradriel. Definitely.
Why he could possibly think he could get with me.
Also that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about his audacity.
That was the audacity of hope.
How we thank Hot Dog. What's his name? The horse?
Meatball!
In the distance you hear, again.
Meatball.
Why?
How to
Every
thank
time.
him and remember his name? Hot Dog. Where did I get that from?
You're hungry, clearly.
IKEA by the sound of it. Girls, you could make a plan, which so far you've been out of control for so long and so far.
We haven't up yet.
You can just go to sleep if you wish.
Yeah, because I got no powers and I can't think straight.
Yeah.
We're all going to sleep.
And
okay, good plan.
No spells either, which is not
yeah,
great.
no spells, no shape-shifting, no anything.
No health on my part.
Yeah, she's seen better days.
But I never have any health.
So the plan is to nap,
Yeah, we're going to sleep.
The plan is to have a rest.
and I think that's solid.
Freya, you do feel more tired than normal. In fact, give me a quick perception check.
Why? 13?
You're not really sure why you're so tired, but as you're running your hands through your hair, you do notice a few strands come away from your head this time. A few strands of hair. Just a few.
So I'm starting to die because Vinny's in me. Is that right?
Straight away, I'm starting to die.
Is that right?
It's the first sign of death.
You could just be getting old. You're not. You're a changeling. You're young. You're young and free. You've got plenty of
That's what
time.
Botox is for?
Finati sits next to you for a second and he seems a little bit lost, a little bit confused about what he's going to do.
Freya, balding.
Are you writing the note?
She's
I forget things.
looking for hair plugs. And he sits next to you and he says, "Don't worry. I have many friends out here. We'll be fine."
Do you mind keeping watch while we take a quick nap?
Keep you quiet, we're trying to sleep.
Yeah, we're not in a space to plan right now, but I guess we could debrief about the horrors that we just witnessed. Yeah, like that whole horrific statue thing that we just saw with your mum. So sorry about that, Freya.
Yeah, you okay, Freya?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You also lost your rope.
Fucking rope. That was one thing I'd really loved.
I think you might be. What's that thing when you're actually partitioning or something? Or
Ooh, projecting.
That's the one. You're projecting.
Oh.
Next time she finds rope and she says, "My rope's called Mummy," we're like, I think we know what's really happening here.
Definitely.
Yeah, what do you think is going on with the statues?
I think the ex-wife's souls are feeding the daughter puppet mess.
The daughter puppet.
The daughter puppet mess. Look, she's all
Yeah, the
sewn
daughter
together,
puppet.
and yeah, I'm sticking with that. But there seems to be something to do with that little timey thing. Like, I don't reckon old mate can be killed until that timer starts again.
Yeah, that hourglass is really important, I think.
And he seems to have some kind of control over time because he had one of those bands that Stucker was imprisoned with when we saw her at the circus.
Yeah.
In terms of the statues, I am the next bride because What's-Her-Face said that we needed to put me beyond her. Either me or my evil half, I think we have to sacrifice.
Oh, yeah, we sacrificed the other one.
So I think we've either got to con evil back there or I'm going to have to just chill for eternity as a statue.
I'd never let you chill for eternity as a statue.
That's not pleasant.
It can be peaceful.
Be claustrophobic.
I'd beg to differ.
Or being stuck with your thoughts.
Your thoughts.
Yeah, no,
That's a lot of head noise in there. No.
yeah.
Kaa'Riin, you saw some stuff as well that the girls didn't see when you were off, I don't want to say gallivanting, but you were gallivanting with the night.
I was going to say, is this the hot night?
The hot night, but you did see
I saw
stuff
some
they
shit.
didn't see.
I saw a lot of clocks.
Clockwork.
With an L?
Clockwork.
Thank you. Thank you.
With a hard L. And yeah, no, when I see those little robot soldiers, like, do you remember good old sausage hands?
Oh my god, yes.
It felt like that,
More of those.
but more of those, but less human parts.
Ew.
That'd be a good way to put it. Yeah, they're certainly more metal. And they were similar to the ones you'd seen before.
That seem driven by souls of some kind. Ew.
Soul-driven clockwork robots.
Ew.
It was a whole thing.
Soul-driven clockwork robots sounds pretty terrifying.
Yeah. Are they an army or something, or just like a couple? Like, were
No,
they
there was,
dusting
like,
or holding weapons?
Thousands of them. So the hot night,
Yep.
amongst the heavy flirting, did mention something about a guy named Kaa'Riin. He did spell it for me. Do you need the spelling?
Don't need the spelling.
Okay.
What did he say?
He said to me, Kaa'Riin, you are so beautiful. And
Funny
I'm
how so many of the stories you
many
tell
of
us
them.
start with
I
someone
know.
saying that.
And he was like, look, Kaa'Riin, just put your clothes back on. And I said, no man's ever said that to me before. He's like, trust me, this is really difficult for me, but you must simply find Kaa'Riin. And I said, how do you spell that? And then he said, K-R-U-J-I-A-N-E, just in case that helps if we're looking up in the phone book or something. And I've just written here, find them. So he was very clear about that. And then he said, and while you're at it, write my number down, which is 04 7755589.
655.
Yeah.
Set. There's a lot. I don't know how many numbers they need in the Kaylee world where they don't use phones. I'm very worried now that somebody in the world is actually getting a phone call based on the numbers we randomly just said. Like that song. There's a song out there.
Like
that sings the
Sexy
numbers.
Night, is that you? Okay, no, so we're going to get Freya's book, hunt down Kaa'Riin, sort this statue schmozzle out, right after a quick nap, long nap, Howard's coming back nap.
Hour nap. Finally, we know why that phrase has been. Okay, maybe a nap. One more thing, maybe more than one thing, but
We have too many things as
there are a lot of things. Well, there's one that you seem to have all ignored right now. There's a gauntlet around Kaa'Riin's neck.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to bring it up, it just didn't seem like the time.
What would you like to do about that? It seems to be on pretty tight. Like
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to heat metal it, that seems terrible.
that would be a bad idea.
I think I was going to, wait, no, I'm going to do, can I do an Arcana check?
You can. I mean, you've got this Master of Arcana nearby.
Oh, hi.
Oh, Morrigan.
Hi, that's me.
Can you Arcana check this subtle accessory and just see if there's any way that it might be magically undone? Otherwise, I'll just strength it out.
It is a gorgeous necklace.
Thank
but
you.
yes, I think that's a good
It's a little
plan.
too much of this outfit, personally, so I just want to...
Yeah, you know that thing where they tell you to turn around really fast and take off the first thing you see? This is definitely the first
This
thing you
is the
see.
thing.
You know what the issue is? The mixed metals. Because
It's
you've
too
got
many
all
metals.
gold, and now you've got this like silver
Yeah.
gauntlet. Yeah.
It's clashing.
All right. 12 plus 5 Arcana.
All right, you know the device is powered in some form by magic, which means this thing will wear off. All right, it's still got a little bit of magic still in there, but it will just drop off at some stage. A little bit like the alien from Aliens.
Oh. Yeah, okay, cool.
Or from Alien.
Alien.
Yeah, it's in, and I don't want to do the whole lot of the Alien films, but it's in all of them. So yeah, it might drop off during the night.
Are you cool to just like have it as a comforter and you'll just like
Yeah, I
cuddle
can still
it while
breathe. It's
you
just like a little
sleep?
uncomfy, but it's fine.
I could cast grease and we could slide it off.
Yeah, let's do
Ooh.
that. Let's try greasing it.
Freya cast grease all over Kaa'Riin's neck.
Do I have to roll?
No, you don't with that one. You just basically went blah, and grease appeared. Maybe just look at your minor arcana check to make it less greasy and more moisturising.
That's a 16.
Plus your arcana, I'm going to give it to you.
Right.
Yeah, it's not grease. It's just nice hand cream. It loosens it, and it does come away.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, why don't we use that grease thing more? I feel like that could have come in handy a lot of times.
That's fun.
It is something you should use.
I think it's like the heat metal. We just didn't know we had it.
He's like, oh yeah, what's
You guys
this?
pick these things. I didn't know you had
And
them.
hilariously, oftentimes some people think they have spells they don't, forget the ones they do have.
Well,
Featherfall, which apparently only Indy has.
Yeah, I need that. I
want
love that.
feather-
A Misty Step, which I don't have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true. Or talked animals, that's not yours.
No.
all right, I'll hold off this nap no more, ladies. You drift off to sleep, the sun slowly rising and casting pink hues across the quiet bay, while Fanati rests his head against the cabin wall and stares at the sea. And pretty soon, there is no land in sight.
Oh, well, that's really nice, but I'm asleep, so I can't react.
Morrigan,
Hi.
when you wake, there is water lapping at your face. This boat wasn't really built for sleeping. Wasn't really anywhere to just put your head down or anything like that. So you just all found a nice spit on the ground and just sort of laid down. But there is water lapping at your face.
That's not good. Boats are supposed to keep water out.
That's true.
It's a terrible boat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
From where you are, it seems as though the clouds beyond the boat's windows are spinning around you quickly, much faster. Then you realise it's the boat that's spinning and not the engines. You also notice the engine is no longer chugging away. You hear Frank and Jonah. They're screaming, "Abandon ship, abandon ship." But their voices seem quite far away. What would you like to do?
Okay, cool. So are we under the ship? Because you said windows. Like, are we in the ship?
In the ship, yeah.
In the ship, and they're up.
It's only a little thing. It's like a trawler with lots of windows because it's a tour boat.
I don't want to abandon ship.
You don't have to listen to them.
I'm going to roll perception to have a look around and see if there's anything like life vests or things like that.
All right, give me a roll.
Good call.
An 11.
Yeah, I think our weapons float.
Inflatable weapons.
Can you imagine?
Like those little Nerf.
We just like boink them on the head with our inflatable swords.
Yeah, so there are no pool noodles. No, you don't really see anything spectacular. You do notice that if you can see out the back over the stern, that Frank and Jonah are in a little dinghy paddling away.
Fuck off.
Okay.
What the fuck?
They are still yelling, "Abandon ship, abandon ship." I think they're trying to get you up.
Freya, Kaa'Riin, wake up. We're literally sinking and people are abandoning us.
Go away.
I think this is what happened when they tried to wake them.
You hear in the distance, "We tried that already." She wouldn't budge.
I scoop, because I'm assuming there's water kind of happening around us. I scoop up some water in my hand and just splash it in Kaa'Riin's face.
I'm like,
wake up.
bitch, fuck. Awake.
Good, because I think we're going to drown.
Not again.
Freya, on the other hand, is just like, "I'm not moving."
I don't want to move.
And I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but you've all forgotten Fanati.
Where is he?
I have definitely forgotten Fanati. He was supposed to be on watch, that's why.
Well, Fanati would have had the living daylights beat out of him before,
Yeah,
so he
fair.
tried. He's tried
Fair.
very hard, but he may have fallen asleep.
I instead of yelling at him, I gently shake his shoulder and I'm like, buddy.
He almost speaks out of the accent, but then nails it straight away.
Sorry to wake you up to bad news, but we appear to be on the brink of death.
Again.
Yeah, we probably should have told you what you were signing up for by joining our little gang.
Well, the boat continues to spin around and around, faster and faster. There's more water splashing over the side. Interrupt me whenever you want to do
I'm going to
anything.
run up on deck and see if I can figure out why the boat is spinning in a circle.
Okay, on all sides of the boat now, you can see like a wall of water. You are in the middle of a swirling maelstrom of the sea.
Ah, shit.
It's a wall of frothing momentum just going everywhere, okay? All around you really
That's
quickly.
not good.
Freya goes back to bed. The boat creaks. It's getting louder, louder.
Is it a storm? Can you take over it if it's a storm?
Can I roll perception for a see if it's a storm?
What would be
You don't
abandoned
have to
ship?
just look up.
It sounds more dangerous out there in that vortex thing than on the
Well, it
boat.
might be too late to abandon ship. They got away.
Is it a storm?
There's blue sky above.
So this is
Coming from below.
a monster below.
Is it a
It's a
Kraken?
maelstrom.
What's a maelstrom? I don't know what a
Oh,
maelstrom
it's a
is.
spinning water thing where, like when you get out of the bath and you take the plug out.
Where are one of those?
It's one of those, but ocean level.
That feels more horrific now.
I wish I described it like that at the start now.
Yeah,
You
know
are deep
we
in the
respond to a
ocean,
simile.
which is like a giant bath.
Okay.
And you've just got out of the bath and it was a lovely time in the bath. Nice, warm, you had some suds going, you even had that aroma stuff, and now suddenly you can't get out of the bath, you're shrunk down really small and you're swirling around really fast down the plug.
I hear the best thing to do with maelstroms is just to lean in.
To just go with
Just
it.
lean in, let it take you.
The boat is ripped apart. It splits in two and drags you down
All right.
with it.
I call a whale.
That would be an interesting thing to do. You can certainly try and do that. I'm going to get you all to roll a d20 first.
I don't like
Figure out
the
what happens.
vagueness of that.
Oh my god, 2 again.
20.
17.
Alright. The boat's falling apart around you now. You're swirling around very quickly. You see each other at varying points, sort of like around. It's like you're in a tornado, but it's water now. And you see each other flicking around at different parts. You can see Finati, he's out of control. He looks like a street of light, like something's glowing as he goes past. You see the last piece of the boat, the stern, there's light flickering from in the boat as it's falling apart and fading away. You see the name at the back of the boat says Daisy.
Poor Daisy.
Then you are separated.
Oh, what? Not again.
I can't help that.
You can. Just write the game better.
I wouldn't say separated by a lot. You just got spat out by this.
Are we underwater? Are we above water?
No, you are well underwater.
Well underwater. Excellent.
I'm calling for a pod of dolphins.
I don't even know what to get to roll for that.
Well, I can just do it because I can talk to animals. Someone's like, dolphin!
I don't know what.
But I don't need to because I can talk to them. So like, is there a pod of dolphins around? There's a very good reward in it for you if there is.
No response.
Okay, whales!
And even stranger, because this is called the Bay of Whales. No response.
Octopus.
That could happen. We'll find out in a second. Who'd like to go first in this next part?
I don't know what to do.
I do.
Who was that?
I do.
Okay.
As a chunkier girl, I follow the natural buoyancy of my fat and swim up.
You're not inflated, which is probably good news. That's not the sort of golem you are. Morrigan, you are flung into a rapidly moving current, and the turmoil of the water makes it hard to see at first. You're moving quickly and you're running short on air. You can't see the surface from where you are. As you slow down, the blurring colours become clearer and there's stunning, colourful, beautiful fish.
Aww.
There's waving seaweed and huge blobs of transparent jelly hovering above you, dangling tentacles. They're quite mesmerising. So much so that you don't notice as one of them brushes past you, tentacles barely touching your skin. It doesn't sting, there's a slight tingle, and then you find yourself not fading into unconsciousness, but into subconsciousness. You're now thinking of your companions, your lovely companions, and thinking what you've grown to like about them. What have you grown to like about your companions?
You have a lot of hallucinogens in your game, sir.
Not me, it's just the world we live in. Can't hold me responsible for that.
I love Freya's loyalty, although it often does not serve us as much as her family. But I do love that about her. I love Kaa'Riin's take no shit attitude and her absolute capacity to keep us alive. And I don't know Finati very well, but I do love his freckles.
You just see the as he floats on by. What worries you about them? That's the next thing that happens.
Ooh, Freya is impulsive and that often gets herself into trouble, and as we are often very close to her, I worry that will get us into quite a bit of trouble. Kaa'Riin, I worry that
She's going to ruin her marriage.
I worry that the hand collection is going to get out of hand and stink. Yeah.
And the last thing is, what skill do you envy that they have?
Ooh, I hear a rumor that Freya has a bow, and I'm mad jealous of that. Actually, you know what? A blatant lie. She can shapeshift. That I'm so envious of that. That is badass. Kaa'Riin, she can also shapeshift an animal. I'm really jealous of the shapeshifting.
Yeah, there.
Now you feel something going through your body, ripples of electricity. It's like a slight sting, and the powers of the jealous fish take effect.
Oh, cool.
And you just gained the power to both wild shape and shapeshift.
Fuck off, I did not.
You did.
Oh my god, this is the best day ever.
Wait, forever or temporarily?
Oh, can I just keep the fish with me?
Yeah.
Freya, you just lost the ability to shapeshift. And Kaa'Riin, you just lost the ability to wild shape.
So just to be clear, I can't turn into a dolphin
Nope. Or any other...
or any other creature.
Nothing.
Do I get it back?
I guess we'll see.
What if we kill the jellyfish? Will that...
You hear the nervous little cough there from the person who can. Now change into animals suddenly, who's, experimenting with animals right now.
Can I still talk to animals?
Yes.
All right.
She didn't steal that from you.
That's fine. Good to know.
Freya, I guess I should say Indy. How do you feel about losing shape?
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
I don't like it.
I don't like
I don't like it.
And shapeshift is so fun.
Yeah, I think
It's
that's why
so
she. I
fun.
think that's why she envied it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. She's not even Look, she's not even making eye contact.
I'm so sorry. I didn't know.
But it'll come back, won't it?
As I said,
I think if we kill the jellyfish, it will come back.
Yeah.
there's lots of them.
Well, never been a better time for overfishing.
Let's empty this bay.
No one said kill Morrigan.
I was very appreciative of that, guys. Thank you.
Actually, rewind.
What if we kill Morrigan?
What if we kill Morrigan?
We don't need to kill Morrigan. She's going to die from like conjunctivitis or something.
Probably.
The transfer of power knocks the remaining breath from you, and as you fade into darkness, you feel the gem that you have glow, and a huge shadow above begins to add to your darkness. And I'm going to give you something to read, but this time, don't read it out loud. Okay. Our audience doesn't get to know about this either.
Ooh.
This is just you. And we'll jump over and see what's going on with Freya, who probably isn't really... You felt something just happen, but wouldn't necessarily know that you've lost your ability to shape change at the moment, because I doubt very much you're likely to try that.
Yeah.
As your first option underwater, you don't go, I'm just going to change into Michael Phelps. The maelstrom spits you out as well, but you don't see what Morrigan saw. Instead, you see eyes, big, innocent-looking eyes, hundreds of them perched on top of long, swaying weeds. Like seaweed with a little eye on top of like cartoon-level eyes.
Yep.
And there's hundreds of them. You feel the weeds against you as the current pushes you through them, and then you feel their barbs dig in. You try to brush them loose, but one really does get in quite deep and burrows. It isn't painful though. You're pushed beyond the weeds, and then you notice them all look at you and blink as one. That's a little creepy. Suddenly, you have the ability to see through the eyes of one of the people you've recently touched.
Ooh!
So whose eyes would you like to be able to see through?
Kaa'Riin, see what she's doing.
All right.
Looking for an octopus. Let me know if you find one.
She has found one, because suddenly you feel something wrap around your feet. Some tentacles, not as thick as the ones you had around you last time. And they're still quite strong, and they're pulling you down. As we do that, I'm going to talk to you about the breathing rules, underwater breathing rules. Normally in 5th edition, your breathing rules are insane. You can have 1 minute of breath plus 1 minute per con bonus you have. So look at your constitution and see what the plus is, the modifier. And that's how many minutes you get, +1.
Where's so I got +2.
So you would be able to breathe underwater for 3 minutes.
It's quite a long time.
That's a huge amount of time.
How long can people usually hold their breath for?
Well, the world record is 24 minutes.
What?
It's insane.
I've tried 35 seconds my own record.
The average person is about 30 odd seconds, yeah. So we're going to do it a little bit differently. We're going to use a homebrew version of this, one that I stole from somebody online.
You're going to make us hold our breaths?
No, I'm not going to make you do it and then actually count it. But instead, you're going to get 1 minute, which is 10 rounds. If it's combat, 10 rounds, plus an extra round per con bonus you have. If you got +2, that means you're going to have 12 rounds of oxygen.
Constitution? Oh, fuck off. I got +0. Nothing.
So you've got 10.
Oh, that's not fair. No, change the rules. Make it wisdom.
9. So, Freya, you have these little tentacles, not that little, about the size of your arm, wrapped around your leg, and they're pulling you down. Now, here's how this one's going to work. You are fighting the Aticles. They're not tentacles, they're Aticles. And for each Aticle still grappling you at the end of each round, you will lose 1 round of air. So you had
So I'm
11 rounds
starting
of
with-
air, didn't you?
12.
12.
Yeah, so I've got a constitution of 2. Is that right?
Yep.
So 12, yeah.
Roll for initiative and see whether you get to go first against this thing.
Oh my god, 3. 2, 2, 3 tonight. How bad's that?
Well, the Aticles get to go first. So at this stage, there are 4 of the Aticles, which means in that first little bit, they're grappling you, and they squeeze out 4 rounds of air.
So I'm up to 8.
You're at 8 already.
That's not good. It's going quickly, isn't it? Can I attack them?
Yes, you can.
Oh, great. Do I still have my sword? I do.
Yes,
I'm going to use my booming blade as well. 19. That's so much better.
that's definitely going to hit. They're not hard to hit, especially when they're all latched on.
Yeah. Plus my booming blade.
Yes. So how much damage are you going to do here?
1d6 plus 5 plus 2d8. 8, 5, and 6.
Oh, damn.
19?
19.
That was really quick.
That was a lot.
Thank you, guys.
You slashed through 6 of the Aticles. There are only 2 left.
Oh, yes.
The remaining 2 still grab on and squeeze out another 2 rounds worth of air.
6 left.
And it is your turn again.
All right, I'll hit it again. That's a 20.
It is not.
It's a unicorn.
Well,
Nice.
okay. All right. So, yes, that's a truckload of damage.
7 plus 6
No, you get max
plus
damage.
5.
No, you crit.
But 7 plus 6 plus 5.
That won't matter.
But
It will be 8 plus 6.
so there's no
plus-
more of those little things left. So
Yeah,
I'm
you
free.
definitely kill them.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
That was easy. Now what?
That was.
What do you got next? Come on.
Wow, I thought that would cause you much more grief.
I got another 40-second hold.
And I'm also going to pass you something to read. And again, our audience doesn't get to read it.
So I read this.
To yourself.
It's a lot of words.
I'm just going to skim it.
She's not wrong. I saw how much was on that card, and I was like,
You was,
oh, I
I'm
hope
not
I don't
reading
get
all
that card.
that. Damn.
wanna.
Kaa'Riin, you also spin wildly out of control in the water.
Reading.
I think you can figure it out.
Use your internal voice. Kaa'Riin, you are spinning wildly out of control in the water as well. You see a deep cut in the ocean floor, a field of glowing coral, a wall of collapsed rock that forms like a small cave entrance, and a school of silver fish moving as one. And then huge bluish purple tentacles streaking through the water towards you. And I mean huge, as big as the ones you fought once before, way back at the start of our adventure.
Episode 1.
Kaa'Riin thinks to herself, oh, it's just like episode 1.
Let's just get
I recall these precise tentacles.
and we had to burn them.
Well, that certainly helped when they were above the water, yeah. I don't know if you can burn stuff as well below the water. Give me a quick roll for initiative and we'll see who gets to go first.
Kaa'Riin, Kaa'Riin, Kaa'Riin.
An 8, so probably not Kaa'Riin.
It is not. So, the tentacle there, or whatever is holding the tentacles together, is making an attack at you. Does... Fine. Does a 9 hit you? I know, you can give me that mocking look on your face. Of course I know it doesn't hit you.
No?
I feel like here I have got a chance to hit you for a change, and I roll the most pitiful numbers I can pull together. Yeah.
Does an Aticle just go flaccid?
This isn't an Aticle, this is bigger.
Than an Aticle?
Aticles weren't.
Nice.
Some people are impressed by Aticles. And some people are looking for girth. So what you've got here is a much bigger tentacle, bigger than you almost, bigger than any of the ones you fought before, like very, very thick, sturdy looking things. Give me a perception check though as it's lashing out.
Okay, so it's a 13 and my perception's 2, so 15.
Ooh, the tentacles aren't reaching for you. They're trying to grab the axe.
Oh, again, not this shit again. They can't have it.
It's that simple.
And I say no.
Fortunately, it miserably missed, or it missed miserably, one of those 2 forms. And it is now your turn.
I'm going to telepath over to Morrigan.
You can try, if she's in range.
What? How far away? I thought we just got spat out. I think we're too far away
but
from
I
each
don't know
other.
yet, which we're going to find out, aren't we?
Okay, I go, Morrigan. Morrigan. It's your turn now, Cory.
No, you had your answer.
That's it?
No answer.
But you just had to say no answer.
I just left the space in there so it'd sink in.
I was waiting to
Get
know
my
if I could
pun?
reply.
Woo!
Yeah,
Puns, 'cause
I
I'm
do,
doing
but I'm
the
not in the
ocean
mood
puns.
for your bullshit right now because
fine.
I
Because you might
I
lose
need
your
Morrigan's
axe.
spire, so now I have to fucking sort my own shit out. I guess I just give it the axe and I throw it. It'll come back, right?
Yeah. And this one just sinks straight down.
So I've learnt that my axe ain't coming back no more.
Yeah, you could wild shape.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to wild shape.
You can't. Yeah, that's a shame.
I'm really
for some
sorry.
reason, right now when you go to wild shape, nothing happens.
Why?
You don't know.
That stupid jellyfish.
Jealous fish.
Yeah, I know. I was just shortening it.
His nickname is just back to jellyfish.
Okay, all right, fine. I guess I just have to, I'm going to try and, as an avid snorkeler,
Yes.
I'm going to go down and check out little caves and corals. Just so I might as well have a tour while I'm here.
You see a strange looking creature in the distance. And it's beckoning towards you. As it does that, it blows a bubble. There's a lot of stuff going on in the water, so this is kind of, you can see it's clearly magical because that bubble doesn't get whisked off or anything like that, and it's floating towards you.
Can I get in the bubble?
It's very small. It's about the size of your head.
Can I put my head in the bubble?
You can definitely put your head inside the bubble. In fact, that may help you because you can see inside the bubble there is a necklace.
I'm putting my head in the bubble. I'm getting myself some jewels. I'm getting myself some new bling. I'm like, I deserve it. I work hard.
Okay. I'm not going to tell you what it's called. I'm going to pass this one down to you, but it is kind of a necklace, if you mind passing that one down.
Do I read this one?
You don't know exactly what it does straight away.
I know exactly what it does. This is a dating website, and
It is not.
yes, it is.
Oh, getting it more night sex.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
Plenty of fish, and
It's a
it's
necklace.
a sign that Sakosh wants me to move on.
You've read a lot of signs that's what he wants you from you later. The sun set early and he went, yes, it's time.
It's time to move on.
And when the sun rose, you went, yes, it's still time. It is a necklace made of small fish.
Live fish?
Oh fuck yeah! It's a
One
good
of it
one.
is. What does it do? Because as soon as you put it on, it starts working.
It allows the wearer to understand multiple languages, all of them. It smells a little as well. It holds a wholly remarkable fish called Douglas, who requires little more than the occasional watering and some fish flakes in order to provide translations of every known language, and some that aren't. He just wants to see the world. He'll translate when asked, but it will be clear he is doing the translation.
Yeah, he speaks all languages,
That's awesome.
including the one you hear now.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and I play Sienna from the sea. Shh! Over here! Swim, you fool! Don't look at them. You don't have time. Just swim. Quickly. In here. Take this. Breathe. Yes, that's right. Breathe. I know you're underwater, and for you, that's quite a big deal. But trust me, you get used to it. Those things that were trying to eat you, they're not from here. Or at least, they weren't. I think the whales kept them clear. But the whales are gone now, aren't they? Don't worry. You're safe here. We've got plenty of food, as long as you like seaweed. And who doesn't, am I right? The big stuff can't get in here, so we'll be just fine. As long as we never leave. Okay? Good.
My name is Lily, and I've had hidradenitis suppurativa, HS, for years. I finally found some relief since taking Cosentyx. Relief means I can show up more.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for adults with moderate to severe hidradenitis suppurativa, HS. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
That was really beautiful.
When she says take this, she actually blows another bubble to you, and you now have a little bubble of air just around your mouth that you can keep breathing. She keeps sending you more and more bubbles. She creates a little bit of air for you to breathe. You're not inside the cave though, so it's up to you what you'd like to do next. She's definitely trying to go, let's go inside the cave.
She's like, let's stay together forever.
She did say something a little like that, yes. You may have picked up on that.
She came across as a little needy. She's kind of smothering me, to be honest.
Single white water wisp, yes.
That's funny if you've seen Single White now.
Otherwise, there's people going, what the hell does that even mean?
Yeah. Okay, so I've now got myself this sick necklace. I've just found Sienna, who I'm assuming this necklace has translated whatever she's saying to me.
Yes. She's a very watery looking thing, like humanoid-ish, but not really, but also looks like she's made of the ocean.
Yeah. I understand that the whales are now all gone, so I know that. That's sad. And we've got some big ugly creatures here.
Yes. And the tentacles are out there somewhere looking for you.
And they're out there looking for me.
Do you know why the whales have gone?
Not yet.
Okay, so I can breathe for a lot longer though, so that means I kind of got a lot more time to explore and do things.
Yes.
So I would like to roll perception to see if there's anything else I need to see in that. Like, you know, there's a lot there.
Yeah, sure,
there was like a cave. There was also some rocks and some coral, and I might want to have a quick peruse.
All right, roll perception.
18 plus 2, so 20.
Did you go in the cave or not?
Was I not in the cave with her just now?
Right on the edge. It was up to you whether you wanted to go in or not.
I'm just like worried she's
A siren?
a siren of some sort, yeah.
So it's basically what you can see from outside the cave.
Yeah.
And you do see very well. From inside, you can see lots of light. You've got a wall where the water stops and then the oxygen begins if you want.
Oh, I see, yeah.
So you can breathe without needing her support. And the light looks quite inviting. It's lovely. It doesn't look like a dark, dank cave, as we would say. But you do see, it looks like there are other people in there from where you are.
I'm going to go in.
As you go in, the people you now see look like they're stuck to the walls.
I'm going to go out.
And when you try to turn around, she blocks your path.
Ah, motherfucker. God damn it.
The people on the wall, too, are in varying stages of decay.
Ugh. Fuck. God damn it. She's going to stick me to a wall. Good luck to her, though. I'm really strong.
Let's roll some initiative. Freya, you see all of this happening.
Oh, yeah.
Just in case you're wondering. Water Wisps, or the Water Wisp, doesn't do well. Kaa'Riin, how did you go?
I got a 13. I'm just trying to remember what my initiative plus was. I can't find
You don't need to worry about that right now because that's
Plus
stronger. She was rubbish. The Water Wisp wasn't ready for the attack that she was clearly planning. What would you like to do? Oh, please tell me you're going to start talking your way out of this one as well.
No.
Everyone's trying their nice stuff lately, and I'm like, how much worse can this one be? There are decaying bodies on the wall.
Yeah,
like,
I think
maybe
we're
she's
beyond
just one of
talking
those
it out.
nice serial killers.
I check her hand to see if there's a thorn. I was waiting for it. Okay, cool. I'm like, girl, that was gross. Like, you're living like this? Get a fucking plant or something.
She seems shocked that you'll be judging her, and she looks at you and says, but we can be friends
I'm like,
forever.
fuck off, that's rank.
Forever.
What you're doing is rank. That's fucking rank, bitch.
These people are my friends as well.
They're not your friends. I'm not your friend. They're fucking dead.
She looks at one of them. Glenn, we're friends, aren't we, Glenn? And Glenn doesn't move.
And I go over to Glenn and I get his little jaw. I'm like, no, I hate you. I'm like,
Oh,
see?
you're putting words in his mouth. Figuratively
No, bitch,
and
you're
literally.
crazy. All right, I'm like, bitch, that's fucked, what you've done. I didn't want to hurt you. I didn't want to hurt anyone, but this game keeps forcing me into it. Like, remember those bad bridesmaids? I don't want to hurt them.
They had some pretty horrendous dresses. I mean, they deserved it a little.
Okay. Can I do a perception to see Eddie? Like, are all these people actually dead? Is there any alive ones?
You can't see any that are living, no.
Nothing's alive?
Doesn't look like it.
Each for their own then, okay.
Yes.
All right, so I'm just going to get my axe out. I'm going to swing it ahead, right to the neck.
As you do that, you can also see that the demeanour of her face goes from this rather caring and beautiful face and instantly becomes rather haggard and horrendous.
Ew! Age, yuck!
Yes, she aged and is ready to fight. The more horrible thing you've seen here, apart from the half-eaten people.
Oh my god, bitch, how
oh my
old
god,
are you?
you just aged. Oh, skincare routine. Do something. Seaweed mix as well. You're right near most of the elements.
Do you know how much money I pay for the elements in where you live?
Yeah, go ahead and have a swing. That is what you're going to do,
That's
right?
it, yeah. I'm
You're
just
going
swinging
for
straight for the neck. I want to decapitate because
Go for
what
it.
she did was really fucked. So I'm like, oh, you're so gross. You're so old. And then I just swing.
All right. Give me a D20.
Yep, cool. So that's a 9. 15.
It slices straight through her and splits her into two.
She's still alive though, isn't she?
Tell me how many points of damage you do.
1d12 plus 3. So I'm going to get my 12. So this is it here. For those of you at home.
Show and tell again. Yeah.
Cory loves show and tell. I do a 6 plus 3, so 9.
She splits in two, and now there are 2 half-sized water wisps in front of you.
Ah, shit.
And now they're attacking you.
Are they weaker?
Find out. One fails miserably. The other one is a 20 to hit you. I assume that hit you. And that one does 4 points of damage to you straight away.
Sure. Good thing I had that nap. All right, so is it my turn to hit again?
Before we jump back to your turn, ladies, you know where you are
Yes.
without telling us where you are, because Kaa'Riin doesn't know. Is there anything you'd like to do in this situation?
I think I'm unconscious though.
No, you're fading in and out.
Oh, well, am I allowed to say what I'm going to do?
You can see through her eyes.
Ah.
Can I just go over there then?
You could if you just got to say where, because you can only see through her eyes.
Okay. So you needed to go to where Kaa'Riin is.
You need to go there, but I've given you you can see where she is. I've explained where she is, and I'm just guessing that you've forgotten where she is.
Can we go to the cave?
There's
Fuck,
a
you didn't forget where she was. I thought you wouldn't be paying attention.
No, I knew she was in a cave. I thought you were talking about like the coral and the silverfish. See, I am paying attention.
Okay, you have absolutely no trouble directing everyone to where
I'm just
they're-
gasping for air in the background because I don't know she can see through her eyes and
Yeah,
actually,
just
you
like
know
that's
what?
impressive that you know things. Yeah.
I'm just playing with shape-shifting. I'm just like, I'm a cat.
Oh my goodness.
And then I like clean my ear, and then I turn into a
Maybe
guy,
something more
and I'm like, I
water-based.
look in my pants, and I'm like,
It was like your first choice was cat. Your second one was anything with a penis. That's what you went for.
yeah.
Just so you could check that you had one.
I shrug because I'm bored, and I go back to a cat.
What about something that could breathe underwater? I can't stress that enough.
Yeah, but I know something you don't know.
Back to you, Kaa'Riin.
All right, I'm going to squish it with the axe then.
Squish it with the axe.
But I'm going to I'm going to flatten my axe. I'm going to turn it to the kill shot.
You're going to go sideways.
Sideways, and then I'm just going to boom, down, straight down.
Okay, yes.
Okay, great, got
So
it.
flattening them.
I'm going to roll. That is a 14 plus 6, so
Which
20.
means there's no way they're going to miss
20.
that one. Hit me with some damage again.
Hit you with my best shot. Which is a 9 plus 3, which is 12.
You slice through both of them again, or splat them this
They're
time.
splattered.
And now there are 4 of them.
Why won't they die?
It's splattered into 4. They're very, very small now, I should point that out.
Oh, okay.
So they get smaller and smaller. Like
They are getting smaller. There's enough to make one big one if they ever join back up again.
Don't give them any ideas.
And now all 4 of them are attacking you. 1, 2, 3 of them have managed to hit you this time, but they're smaller. I don't want to say how talented that was, but I rolled that up my arm and down the chair. I've got no idea where it went.
Is it a D4?
It was.
It's in between your feet.
Somehow went in there.
Ew,
It's just-
toe
where
dice.
your toe is.
Can you see what it is?
Your right toe. I don't know. Is that right?
I got it. Oh, God, I'm
We're
old.
leaving that in.
Yeah. Actually, can that be the soundbite at the end?
They only did 3 more points of damage between them.
Jeez.
Okay, fine, sure. Let me
Well,
just
they're getting little.
Just
that away.
laugh at this point.
I guess you just hope there aren't any more of them. For no good reason, because tragically, this pit was much easier for you than I thought it would be. Outside of the cavern, you can see something large approaching. Metal monstrosity. It is a submarine that looks like it was built out of spare parts.
I trust it implicitly.
It looks untrustworthy, I'll give it that. There's rivets. It looks like it's got nails. Oh, we shouldn't have nails in metal, but it's like, yeah, we found a way. There's bits hanging off it. You can see periscopes. You can see little portholes as it starts to sort of move sideways. You can even see a couple of people inside. You can see Fanati. You can see
Hey.
some other dwarves. And you can see, well, a cat. There was.
I'm like, cool.
Oh, wait, she can talk to animals. Hey, Kaa'Riin.
And that freaks you out even more. And you can see Freya, who's going, well, I just told you right there where I said she was.
See the 12 fish?
Kaa'Riin, what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm going to be like, all right, bitch, I'm bailing on this whole situation. My friends are here. Bye. And I go.
Bolt past them.
I mean, I stride very confidently past them.
Okay.
Kaa'Riin's not running from these idiots.
I'm going to do an opportunity attack for them, and that one hits as well. It's only one of them that I've let have an opportunity attack on you. That does do 2 more points of damage. Really didn't hurt you very much, but if you'd stuck around...
It's like a minor scratch.
I thought it would take the girls much longer to find you.
Well, you weren't counting on them listening.
I wasn't. I know that I've slowly trained you guys to listen to things. It's like, there's going to be a test. There's always a test. But I thought tonight I had you.
God, we're getting good at this game.
You swim out, and there's like a little entrance. I believe it's got a name. There's a special name that submarines have, like a dry dock or something like that. You can scoot in there, and they equal the pressure and everything like that. And then the door opens, and you're standing next to it. You can walk through on this submarine, and there's a short man standing there with a large beard, and he speaks.
Short man, large beard.
He's a dwarf. Here's what he says.
Hi, I'm Joseph, and I play Ivan Marco of Clan Borodin, captain of Scotland's superb submersible of the Seven Seas.
Call me crazy, but you're quite the lucky wet thing now, aren't you? Look at you. Twice as tall, but I have to say, eh? Bloody impressive though for someone who's not a dwarf. Look at that axe. Bloody gorgeous. That's some fine quality workmanship.
How do you know it wasn't a woman?
Right, you are, Beth. She's not wrong. But you know that bloody woman will be the death of me.
Ye probably shouldn't have married her then.
Bet your tongue. I knew exactly what I was doing. Finest woman in Keeley.
But we're not on Keeley.
Speak again, Paganini, and I'll shave your beard when you sleep.
Unless I get ye's first, eh?
You wouldn't dare, you cheeky bastard.
All right, you two. Is the flirting done? Are you sure you married the right man, love?
Finest man in Keeley.
But we're not on Keeley.
All right, get back to work. Off to your placements. Okay, welcome aboard, wet one. How in the Seven Seas did you end up here?
And when you look around, you see Fenati smiling because Fenati talked to you early on and said, I have friends in the seas. You just didn't know that they'd be these ones.
In the seas.
In the seas.
Ah.
And a little strange thing, you notice that Fenati, because Fenati has a shield and a hammer and all those sort of things, something you haven't seen before, but the top of Fenati's shield is a gem.
Yes, he does.
So all our gems are glowing.
At the moment they are, yes. Yes, Fenati walks up and says, let me introduce you to my good friend Captain Marco. We've known each other for years. What are the chances I'd find him out here, eh? And Marco sort of laughs and points to the shield and says, when you've got a gem like that, friend, I'll find you anytime. He goes on to explain that that's actually what they do beneath the sea. They are gem hunters.
So they're like pirates, but under the sea.
Well, they're not stealing the gems.
But they could be.
Well, I guess they could be. Yeah, the gems are on the sea floor.
But does a pirate steal gold or just find it?
Well, they usually find it on other people's ships, so the gems are scattered throughout different parts of the ocean floor, but how they got there, who knows?
Well, we know how some got there because they came off our ship.
That was a different section of the ocean. This is actually a long way away from where you were before. Distance is such a strange phenomenon. The curves of the heavenly bodies are misleading. The closest distance between 2 points is rarely a straight line, unless, of course, you are mortal. The portals? They were here long before mortal manifestations walked freely, long before volcanoes settled into quiet mountains, before ice melted to form great seas. A gift they were, from gods to a lonely child, a concession for their inattention. The gods had imagined their child would be as them, not bound by distance. Surely now, the child would better understand the beauties of omnipotence, to see all things, the wonders of this world, perhaps even, one day another. And as such, the portals are scattered well beyond where mortals dare wander. Mountaintops, crystallized caverns, rivers reaching beneath the rock, and, here and there, on ocean floors where the child of gods once walked alone.
I'm going to ask, is there anyone in here that can take a soul out of me and put it into a gem?
He looks at you as though you must be, like, mad. He's like, no, we find the gems. We don't have anything else to do with them.
What do you do with them after?
Sell them. They're worth quite a bit, you know, to the right buyer.
Who are you selling them to? Is anyone in particular?
Back through the markets. We just drop them off these days. Let the seller do the work. Gressops.
How much are you getting for these gems?
Well, we do all right, he says, and looks around as if to say, look at this magnificent vessel you're inside.
Yeah, no, I can tell. It's gorgeous.
There's some steam coming out of the section. There's dripping going on where it shouldn't. There's a lot of grime.
And as boat experts, we know it shouldn't be dripping there.
The whole thing sounds, the ship you're on or the vessel you're on sounds kind of mysterious. It's, there's lots of echoing noises and dripping sounds coming from here and there and a beeping noise going on. It feels very legitimately like a submarine, except that quite clearly everything is powered by some sort of magic.
Arcana.
Yeah.
18 plus 5.
Everything is powered by some sort of magic. No, but you can actually look at things and say, I know how that should work.
Okay.
I can see how that's funneling power to there. So the operations of this ship aren't too complex to you at all, actually. And if you can get the magic flowing, then everything's going to work. The propulsion works via the magic. The sort of sonar sound you hear, it is pinging, but that searches for gems. So you already see this little machine that has a little pinging thing, the machine that goes ping. But you can tell that's what they would have used to find you and your gems.
I have 2 questions. One for you and one for them.
Okay.
So, DM... Is this magic that I could utilize myself?
You would be able to, if you were in a situation to need to operate any of these sort of things, it wouldn't be as challenging as most of the stuff out there that you would have never seen before. This is something where you can go, I think I could figure out how the magic works.
Interesting. And to them, I would like to ask, who's running this ship? Who's creating the magic to keep it going?
Oh, the captain looks at you and says, there's quite a few of us on board. There's me, there's Paganini, there's Beth, there's Scathan, and you'll meet up with Kilo as well. And as he's saying that, you hear the beeping get louder.
Ah, shit.
Beth here! What was that? Duhan! Did we just hit something?
No, Captain. Something's hit us. Captain, something's on the radar. Must have come up from beneath us. It's huge, but it's gone again. You've got to send us dark so it can't find us.
Rubbish, Captain. Let's outrun the bastard.
Gentlemen, shall I be the voice of reason? Let's blast the bloody thing to pieces.
Damn it! Status update!
It's coming back, Captain.
Brace for impact! Bloody hell! Duhan! Status Duhan! Kilo? Paganini?
Shit.
Beth? Damn it. Comms are out. Engines out. You, get down there and see what they need. We're going dark until we're ready.
Who's he saying you to?
You. You're all that's left. Everyone else was sent back to their positions. So they're at various stages throughout this vessel, which has just gone dark. Everything is just switched off, and you are in very low light. You can barely see compared to where you were before, and the sounds throughout this ship are now sounding much more strained. And the captain now says to you, Captain Marco says to you, get to engineering. Kilo will know what we need.
Sorry, he says what?
He says, get to engineering. It's perfect Scottish accent again.
Sorry, and that's why I can't understand it. That was flawless, but if you could just say it again.
Get to engineering. And he tones it back a bit.
Yeah.
Even though it's a pressure moment. I can see you having trouble with my wonderful accent. Kilo, you know how people do that thing where even though you don't speak the same language, they just say it louder and slower.
Yeah.
Kilo will know what we need.
Oh, Kilo's a person. Got it.
Kilo, yes. The engineer.
Okay, got it. All right.
All right.
If you could just point me to engineering, that'd be wonderful.
I look up and I see a sign.
This way, guys.
There seems to be only one way out of the bridge area that you're in at the moment. You did come in this way, but you're a bit fuzzy and probably don't remember it, but there is a dark tunnel heading down. The lights are flashing. They're trying to light the path, but the darkness is winning. Each step you take, are you going to go that way?
Oh, I mean, I assume there was a big neon sign that said engineering above a dark tunnel that was flashing.
Arrows pointing towards
Arrows
it.
pointing, and we all looked at each other and did a silent nod, and we're like, let's go.
You could abandon ship for all I know. Guys,
right.
I think we were safer outside. Are you still a cat?
Oh, shit.
Morrigan's still a cat. So.
I might still be a cat, but that's not super helpful. So I really abashedly shapeshift back into a person because I'm using her power in front of her. So I feel bad. So like I turn back into a person and I'm like, let's go.
Maybe I'd be more worried about how nobody noticed you weren't here. But so when everything was going on, all this trouble was happening, no one went, where's Morrigan? There's a cat, but where's Morrigan?
This cat is just gorgeous.
Beautiful ginger fur.
Yep, just patting
Green,
this purring
green
cat.
colour.
Yes.
But also, this is the first time now that you've ever seen Morrigan wild shape.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, when did you get that skill?
I think we have bigger problems. I really think we should head down here.
We need to redirect our focus.
Hold on a second. We're glossing over this really quickly.
The ship rumbles again.
I'm just gonna do a quick turn into a cat.
Okay.
For no reason.
Okay, I click my finger and like get a little flame going on the end of my fingertip, and I start running towards like down the hallway, and I'm like, so a jellyfish kind of gave me your powers. I'm sorry. I'm sure they'll come back.
And I'm screaming, meow, meow, damn it, it's not working.
Kaa'Riin's just sitting there making paws.
Come on.
Why isn't this working?
And Freya, I might have got your shape shifting. I'm sorry.
What? I can't be a pregnant old lady anymore.
Hold on, did we get anything? Or did just you take everything?
Suddenly the dungeon master lights a little flame on his finger and runs back down the corridor. Each step you take as you're heading off down here echoes as a metallic clang, strange creaks and strange coming from the lower decks. You have to find the engine room. It is dark, and all you have is a little flickering finger.
Okay.
You're welcome,
I'm
guys.
gonna roll for investigation.
Good idea. What you got?
I'll tell you what I got.
You went a bit Spice Girls on us then, didn't you?
What I really got.
Well, it's a 6 + 4, so a 10.
Okay, it's dark, so it's very difficult to see anything, but and everything feels a bit. We all hate the word moist, but the walls are wettish.
Could have just
Wettish
said that.
is
You
better,
didn't need to
right?
say it. Damn.
Just get my thesaurus back over.
They're
Strange.
hurtling. The walls are hurtling.
I look around with my dark vision, seeing perfectly, and I look for. Are we in the engine room already? Or
You've
we're
got your
just going
finger
down
though. You can see a little bit. Yes, your dark vision helps you see a little bit. There are 3 different directions it breaks into.
Right. Cool.
One heads off, clearly going further down to the back of the ship, and 2 head off to the sides of the sub.
Down, surely, right?
Engineering would be down.
That'd be my bet.
Yeah, because everyone knows that the engines of a boat are down the bottom.
Yeah.
You'd also not
For a
want them on
submarine.
one side because it'd like weigh the sub weirdly. Can I see a sign or anything though?
No, the people on board this vessel don't need signs.
They don't need signs.
As clearly as much as you
Cool.
do.
And what was the name of the engineer?
It was Kilo.
Kilo, that's right. Kilo!
And that just echoes through the ship, and you don't hear anything. Well, you do hear anything. You hear lots of those drains and squeaks and
Fuck it.
whines.
Okay, I go down the middle one, the one that goes down.
I agree. Oh, should we all split up?
I know you love splitting the party.
Not today. All right, middle one?
All right, the middle one. Now, I am going to do something annoying, though.
You're going to split us up.
I'm not going to split you up. Well, now it'll be your decision. I am going to tell you something that's a little bit outside the game.
Hey guys, finding the perfect gift for the food lover in your life is easy, thanks to Goldbelly. Goldbelly ships America's most iconic foods, straight from world-famous restaurants right to your door. So if you want to treat someone to Joe's Stone Crab from Miami, Franklin Barbecue from Texas, or desserts from famous foodies like Ina Garten or Martha Stewart, Goldbelly has you covered, with free shipping anywhere in the country. Just go to goldbelly.com and for a limited time, get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT. That's promo code GIFT.
This episode is brought to you by Hulu, presenting Paradise. Paradise is Hulu's critically acclaimed addictive drama series, starring Sterling K. Brown, Julianne Nicholson, and James Marsden. The Daily Beast calls Paradise your next TV obsession, and the New York Times says it's exhilarating in all the right ways. Paradise is for your Emmy consideration in all categories, including Outstanding Drama Series. For more information, visit fyc.hulu.com.
There is a countdown. You have a certain amount of time to complete this section.
Oh, is this math?
Oh, math.
No, countdown, not just counting. But there's going to be a countdown. So I'm starting the clock. Here's how you'll know in game. The ship is making some noises now. They're not too bad, but they're going to get progressively worse. But right now, just to make it a bit more interesting for me to see what happens to you, the clock starts now.
Please prepare for evacuation. Structural integrity failure in 40 minutes.
In real time?
In real time.
Okay, got it. Yeah. All right. So this is a MasterChef moment. You know, when they're like, you got 20 minutes and the souffle's still cooking?
Yes.
They're still whisking it or something?
But hopefully I won't come in and go, and we've added one more thing. And now you have to use this rare ingredient from the back of a cat's bum. What? Why? Why'd you do this to me? They don't really do that much on MasterChef. You hear an echo from the back of the bridge, and it's Captain Marco yelling out, if we don't fix this soon, we're done for.
Left, right, or straight?
Oh, good question.
Oh.
You can hear me.
Straight. Just run right down the middle.
Oh, okay, that's what we're doing.
Nice.
Okay, all right.
Confirmed.
You don't run. You know, it feels like they're metal, wet plates beneath your feet. So if you run, you're going to slip.
Okay.
So it's your choice. You want to run if you want. I mean, everything's going to take a little bit of time. Slower you go, slower I speak. Sometimes you might want to make me speak fast. I'm just rabbiting on now and not even telling you anything. And the minutes are just ticking away.
Slow.
I just assumed we were still walking, and it was like a movie, and the narrator's kind of talking over it. We're just kind of ignoring them. And like, okay.
Yep, it's like,
right,
no,
Weirdo.
this is time going
like,
away.
Wrap it up.
You find yourself at the entrance to the engine room, and it's very clear, the engine room. It's quite... it's not noisy. It should be noisy, but there's lots of equipment and pipes and big things and wheels and lots of things to turn.
And an engine.
And an engine. Well, please describe for me a submarine engine. Oh, there it is.
Well, we tap the pressure gauge, and that doesn't work.
Oh, no.
We say, boys, there's no pressure. We're going to pack this up.
The flux capacitor's broken.
What's a flux?
The flux capacitor is from Back to the Future.
I love that because it is actually a part of what is about to happen.
No!
Kilo comes over to you in a second. He's annoyed. Why are you tapping all my stuff, he says. And then he speaks. And girls, I recommend getting a pen ready.
Hi, I'm Gordon, and I play the voice of Kilo Doohan of Clan Forge, Chief Engineer of Scathan's Superb Submersible.
Oh my god!
Thanks for coming down to help me out. Look, this shouldn't be hard. Here's how it works. A capacitor needs more flux, the exifactor needs more verterons, and there's something stuck in the gearbox. I think it's gum. So, I can't leave this spot because someone has to balance the infusion rate between the arcane transfer chamber and whatever this bloody thing's called. Now, listen carefully because I'm only going to say this complicated routine once, even though that makes little sense and could easily be described as incompetent malpractice. But logic doesn't make good drama now, does it, eh? So, here we go. Get the flux from Beth. She knows where it is, but in case she's forgotten, it's under the bilateral kiloelectrals, next to the Heisenframe terminal, on top of the technobabblator.
Fuck off.
Unless she's moved something. Get the verterons from Paganini, but don't let him talk you into doing anything else. And go ask Gathan about the gum. Do not engage him about the unobtainium, because it's a bloody stupid name and sounds made up. And be quick. Something doesn't seem right about all this.
That was so good.
What was the third person's name?
I just wrote down be quick.
Fuck, what was the third person's name?
You are running out of time. Go and do the fucking things I said to go and fucking do. I sounded exactly the same as the guy who did this.
Perfect, yeah.
Where's Gordon from?
Might be legit Scottish.
It's musical, his accent.
From the other side of the sub, a long distance away, Marco says, "Stop being a poser."
What was the third person's name?
That's a shame. I wish you'd been paying attention.
All right, there's 3 things we had to do.
Yeah, we got to find Beth to get the flux, which is under the bilateral blah blah blah. Something called Berta-runs from Perfani. Yep. And someone has something to do with the gum. That was he talks very fast.
Yes.
And I don't know the third person's name.
Gavin.
Gavin. Yes, his name is Gavin.
Okay, cool.
Is it Gathan?
It's not either of the things you said, but you have to go meet him.
I heard Gavin.
I heard Gathan.
Ladies, what would you like to do?
All right, well, there's 3 jobs to do, so we need to divide and conquer, I think.
Cool.
That is one way to do it.
Well, someone needs to find Beth. Someone needs to find
Babini?
Paganini? Papanini? Surely there's not that many people on this ship.
I actually don't know what to get from Papa Pippanini.
Berta-runs?
Berta-runs. I couldn't understand that because it was the first thing he said, and I was like,
I don't know if that's what it is, but that's
Berta-runs. And we need to go to get the flux from Beth, and it's on top of the babblator.
Oh, sweet, but under the bilateral something.
I wrote bilateral
and next
something
to the
too.
hissoframe. So do we just all walk in different directions, and whoever we run into, we ask them for that thing?
I think I'm sick of splitting up.
Structural integrity failure.
You're the one that always splits us. I know, but look at me. Progress.
Look at my character arc. Okay, that's fair.
It's gone from point A to point B.
Hey, Kilo.
Sure.
Do you know which way we'd find Beth?
Aye. You'll find her down to the left.
Awesome. You're left looking back out towards the door or left the way that we came in looking?
The one you said, second one, yes, aye.
Okay, cool.
Let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls.
Yeah. Let's go get some flux.
Out you go and around the corner. It is still dark out there, lots more banging going on, but it doesn't take long until you find your way to Beth. When you walk in, she is not in a good way. Something has hit her pretty hard by the look of it.
Hi, I am Em, and I play the weapons mistress, Beth Brigwoman of Clan Montana. I got hit in the head. There's quite a lot of blood, and I can't see very well. Whatever it is out there, it's big and deadly and really pissed off. And I think it's blue. I got a quick glimpse through the targeting scope. Belfry's ass. I can't take all this flipper-footing around. We need to attack, and attack now. The torpedoes are over there. Bring him here while I prep the tubes, but whatever you do, don't drop him or we're screwed. But don't take too long either. That thing, if it gets too close, will end up blowing us all up.
All right. In this room, you can see the torpedoes have been knocked off their racks. They're lying all over the place. And it's going to be a little bit difficult to do what she's just asked you to do, which is load up all the torpedoes, or load up some of the torpedoes. Load up one of the torpedoes.
Okay. So I think we need to get Beth up and functioning, because we're going to need some help doing all this stuff, and she needs to tell us where the flux is. So I'm going to healing word her, and I'm going to say a phrase. You know I love a phrase. I'm going to say, Beth, get the flux up. And then I cackle, and then she gets up.
All right. How many hit points did you give her back?
My healing word is a 1d4 plus 2.
That's not a lot, no.
3 hit points back. That was plus the 2.
All right. Look, she's no longer on death's door, and she was in a pretty bad way.
Knock.
She loves that you gave her a song. But she does get up, and she points at... She's still not strong enough to help you lift anything, but she does point at the torpedoes. Now, here's how this is going to work. You've got a bunch of torpedoes there. You've got to move them back into the racks and put one into the chamber to fire it. It will not be able to fire yet, because there are other parts of the ship that aren't functioning. But it will mean that you will be able to fire it later. How many torpedoes you decide to load is up to you, and each one will take time.
Can we put... I reckon we should put 3 of us on each torpedo to pick up.
They're pretty big.
Yeah, that's why we should use all 3 of us.
Oh, good. I thought you meant one each. You're like,
no, like
Kaa'Riin's
3 of us on one, like group lift.
Okay, that's good. Should you rage out?
Freya, I think I should rage out to double my strength.
It doesn't double it. It gives you plus 2. But I mean, Kaa'Riin says, watch this, everybody. And then thinks, hey, wait a minute. What if I can't rage out? What if she stole that too?
Ooh. Well, let's try.
Okay, you rage out fine. And you feel twice as strong, although...
I'm only 1/3.
So you behave like most men at the gym.
Yeah.
You stop and look at yourself in the mirror for a long time.
Except I'm not going to drop the tornado suddenly and then be like,
dropped it.
PP!
You said, I'm not going to drop the tornado suddenly.
What should I have said?
Torpedo.
Torpedo. What's the difference? I actually think I've been calling tornadoes for a very long time. All right, except I'm not going to drop the torpedo.
Torpedo.
Why can't I know this?
Okay, so to lift one of these things, you need at least 2 people, because it takes both strength and dexterity to move it into the right place.
Yeah, good.
But we only need a couple of one successful check.
And I'm raging.
Of each. One successful strength, 1 dexterity. However, if you get that wrong, let's see what the dice do.
Okay.
I'll roll dex.
I'll roll strength. And I roll strength at advantage, don't I?
Yes, you do. Sorry, yes.
I better just do that again.
I saw it.
It was a 3.
Plus your dex?
7.
And how did strength go? Not that it really matters right now.
11 plus 3, which is my normal strength.
Can I assist the dex? Because...
You give me a dex check as well.
Never mind, I'm not much help.
What'd you get?
2.
It's
Plus
almost like
one.
it's almost like you're moving furniture, but two of you didn't talk about which direction you're moving the furniture.
Oh, dude, I did not.
Time is running out, ladies.
Structural integrity failure and 30 minutes.
TikTok.
Ladies, you have just dropped a torpedo.
Use featherfall.
Oh, featherfall it.
Oh, it's on creatures. Why is everything on creatures?
Feather falling a torpedo.
Oh, really? It's just creatures?
Falling torpedoes. It does say
It says,
torpedoes.
here's what I'll do. I will let you roll an Arcana check.
Tornadoes.
I will let you roll an Arcana check at disadvantage.
Oh, man.
And it's a DC 15, meaning you've got to beat 15 in Arcana on the disadvantage. This is challenging.
I didn't do it. 13 and
Which
10.
means you absolutely do not know how to use feather fall on a torpedo.
Damn.
And now it clangs into the ground below. Beth swears and dives out of the way. And I roll a dice to see if the torpedo explodes.
Oh, that's too much.
That would be bad. Good news.
Great.
Good news. I rolled an 8. All right. There was a small chance the first one would explode. I say the first one because you still haven't loaded up a torpedo. But now you know it's dangerous. This torpedo would almost certainly take out 2 or 3 of you, like put you in no condition to do anything, and destroy this whole area, maybe even destroy the ship.
If you wanted to wrap this game up, you could have just said so. You didn't have to kill us all.
I've had enough of your shit.
I've had enough of your shit.
And I thought the best way to do it was to spread the shit around. Ladies, what would you like to do? Tick, tock.
Where's the flux, Beth?
You don't want to load torpedoes. You're just going to ignore it and not have any torpedoes? Fair enough.
We're going to load another torpedo.
Yeah,
We're going to try
and
again.
do another one.
You want me to answer the question from Beth's perspective, though? Because you talked about the flex.
Do one.
The flex. Freudian mansplaining. All right. Well, she points. She says, "Do you want the long or the short description?"
Short.
It's over there. And she points to the side of this room, which is overcrowded with equipment.
I roll perception to see if I can see the bilateral.
Or the babblator.
I can tell you what you can see without having to roll perception.
Oh, okay.
Firstly, you see a large number of terminals. Each of them is surrounded by boxes. The machines are mostly labelled. Mostly. There's an equilateral balancer, an ethereal skimmer, a Heisenberg terminal, a Hammerang capacitor, a Velociraptor, a Velociraptor detector, and a Slurm filter. You see countless boxes stacked on the sides of them. They're high. If you knew what you were looking for precisely, you just might be able to find it. As the boxes say, Millim oxide, Captoid, stem bolts, trilateral Vonnegut's, Garin tubes, there's some C2, some C6, there's some C8, there's bilateral Caelaractyls, there's desiccated coconut, there's unobtainium, and there's a few unlabeled boxes in between.
Bilateral.
Yeah. And it was beside that?
No, under that.
Under that.
There is an unlabeled box underneath the bilateral Caelaractyls.
And on top of the babblator.
And
They all sit on top of a machine with a badge that has been heavily damaged, but it does start with a T.
Ooh, truck. It's a truck. It's a truck on the submarine.
That could be a tractor.
Where would you like to look?
Terminal. Under the bilateral.
But under the bilateral is a box.
Bilateral is the only word I got. It's so fast, and then like some of them don't sound like words.
Let's roll investigation.
Okay. How'd you go, Kaa'Riin?
2 + 4, 6.
It's a box with a whole bunch of like powder inside it.
Great.
That's it.
So I lick my finger, put my finger in the powder, put the finger, and I'm like, is this sniffle shade?
Suddenly we're doing some sort of a narco special. It is not sniffle shade. It does not taste very nice at all. Somewhat metallic.
I rolled a 13 + 2.
You have seen flux before. Strangely enough. Well enough to go, this looks kind of like flux.
Oh, cool.
It looks like what you remember flux to be.
Hey, Beth, this flux-looking stuff, is this flux?
The fucking torpedoes! Why won't anybody around here do what they're told?
Just answer the question, Beth. Fuck.
Fine, it looks like flux to me. I don't know. I'm on the ground half dead.
I'm multitasking. All right, cool. Sweet. So we put that down somewhere safe?
Yeah. Put the lid back on it so it doesn't go
How small is it? Can I put it in my fanny pack?
No.
Okay, cool.
Someone's going to need to carry it.
So we put it down somewhere safe, and then the 3 of us try to move the next.
Time is
Death
running
trap.
out.
Yeah, we're trying.
Time is running out. We have.
Just stop telling us and let us pick.
Okay, there's just probably 15 minutes.
Okay, fine. Okay. My souffle's not even close to being in the oven.
Structural integrity failure and 25 minutes.
But we just have to do this torpedo.
Yeah. Yes.
And I'm still rolling an
All you
advantage for
need-
strength.
Yes.
So can I assist in the dexterity? Like, can I offer?
You are
Like,
going to, yes, you can, which will let her roll 2 dice for dexterity instead.
Okay, cool.
It's like
Thank
maybe it is you standing back
I
and
get to
telling
roll
her.
2.
Yeah, it's a help action.
All right.
That's not help action. That's right. Trying to remember.
Have we always been allowed to do that?
We never do it.
We've never done that.
Yeah, we never remember to.
That's right.
All right. Duly noted. Grace, help action. All right.
How do we go with a strength check?
Crit.
For no reason at all, Kaa'Riin bench presses the torpedo.
And I'm like, bang!
Or actually, I believe it's called a clean and jerk. So she does the whole. It's way above her head. And unfortunately, Freya's there jumping below, trying to touch it. She's too short for
I've
it.
got to push it in. It's like, I'm helping.
Freya, how was your roll?
It was really good, thank you. I got a 10 and a 19 plus 7, so that takes me to great numbers.
Wow.
Best numbers you ever seen. No one's got higher numbers.
She trumps it and puts the torpedo, and you both got
Beautiful
the first
numbers.
torpedo in a rack. Beautiful numbers. They're huge.
Everyone says they're good numbers.
Go and check the numbers.
People, smart people, said they're good numbers.
You're crying.
By smart people.
I love it now that when Kaa'Riin goes into rage, she just goes into Trump language.
I forgot about Trump.
I know, me too. It feels like it was so long ago.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, go.
The torpedo is now in the rack. You have loaded 1 torpedo. It is
Are
up
you
to
happy
you.
now, Beth?
Beth says, we should do more.
Well,
Tick,
I'm
tock,
still raging.
tick,
Don't I get a
tock,
bonus move?
Tick. No, you do not get a bonus move.
Yes, I do.
In fact, it should run out in a second because you've got to, if you haven't attacked a hostile creature or taken damage.
Yeah, all right. I'm like, Morrigan, go, hit me, because she's got the weakest hands.
I do have a -1 strength.
I also have a -1, so we're just like peppering the side of us.
And I'm like, who knew? This is awful.
All right, both of you. Well, who's rolling it? You don't need both to it. So who wants to roll a quick attack?
Again, picturing this like the blokey blokes in the gym, and you're like flexing your abs. You're like, go on, they're so hard, punch me.
She actually has to take damage.
That's fine.
So I'm going to say in this one, you don't need to roll to hit. You're not going to miss.
Yeah, because I'm begging for it.
Yeah, so the roll to hit is actually a roll to see if it causes any
But to be
damage.
clear, my unarmed strike does cause 0 damage.
So it better not be you. You walk over and go, ah! And Kaa'Riin just looks at you like, what the fuck was that?
Like, I shit you not, under my
That is a
thing.
gentle touch.
Unarmed
It's the
strike.
swift caress. That's the name of your attack move. The swift caress.
She makes you feel so loved and supported.
You actually
Is that
gain
ever
hit
going
points.
to change, or do I just do 0 damage anytime
You're
I
not a
punch
punching
someone?
person.
Yeah, that's right. Okay.
Oh, so seriously, nothing?
0 damage.
Yeah.
Like, I could punch you as hard as I could, and I probably would break my knuckles.
It's almost like you might even need to, use a weapon on her.
Don't do that. Let's see what Freya's got.
1 plus STR modifier.
Strength modifier, which is -1.
Neither of you can do damage just by punching it. She's just too damn strong.
Oh, seriously, you got nothing?
And while
What
you're
if I
trying to
use-
figure out how to punch it, time is ticking
I
away.
take out my half staff of many pieces, and I just like smack her in the gut.
Okay, give me an attack roll.
We-
You are going to hit her. This is just to see if
It's
it
only
actually
half
causes
damage
damage.
because only half the staff.
Yeah,
It's got its own rules.
1d6
Plus 5.
plus 1.
Plus 5?
Plus 1.
Oh, sorry, because it is a half. It's because it's the
It's
half.
3 plus 1. You do 4 points of damage.
Take 4 points of damage,
Okay.
but stay raging.
Still raging.
Keeping it real. Strength check, dexterity check. Can you get a second torpedo?
Oh, yeah. Rolling at advantage.
Helping.
Yes, you're both at advantage. Shouldn't be hard.
16 plus 7.
Oh, nice. 12 plus 3, so 15.
Oh.
Great numbers all
15
round.
is the number to beat. So, second one goes in there. But this time you're like, wow, that first rep was tough.
Yeah, I'm a little, I'm like, whew. Ooh, is
Anybody else feeling it today?
This is a heavier torpedo.
Is it humid in here? It's humid. It's the humidity, isn't it?
That's
Like excuses men use for not being able to lift the weights. Yeah, I had a big breakfast. Yeah.
Too much bacon, so like I'm a bit dehydrated from myself.
I'm doing keto. The second one goes into the rack nicely. It'll be ready to fire if you need it later.
All right, we got a couple other jobs to do, Beth. We'll be back.
Oh, 2 is enough. Okay, off they
Do we
go.
think 2's enough? I'm still raging. Do we think we should just do one more? Do
You
we
want
think?
one more?
One more. I think
Okay,
one
we
more.
can do one
Is
more.
tick- one more. Okay.
One more.
Helping.
All right.
You're pretty nice.
Kaa'Riin, I'll look at you first because I know you succeeded. 18 I can tell.
plus 3.
Boom, no problem with that. Hey, Freya, I can see 2 dice rolls. How did
She's
you
like
go?
cradling them.
I just don't know how double 1 happened. So if I put them together, that's an 11. If they're together.
That's a critical double failure.
How about that?
We're about to die is how bad
you
that
have
is.
banged that into the side of the wall, and
Oh, no.
I'm rolling again. Torpedoes just don't go off. I know in the movies, you don't have to be super worried. In the movies, like every time you drop anything, it explodes instantly.
yeah.
If they built torpedoes like that, every time a submarine got hit by any sort of movement at all, like if they were next to the dock and a submarine had a wave pushing against the dock, the whole thing would blow up. But you also don't just bash them into the walls. So if I roll a 1, I did not. I rolled a 16. You're all good. This torpedo does not go into the rack, though.
Damn.
You'd have to use more time and have to roll again to put it in the rack if you want.
There's only 12 minutes left. 9 minutes left.
48 seconds.
The clock's not looking good, I'll tell you that.
Okay, what is it?
There are just 9 minutes left.
Look, we did our best. Let's go take the flux back.
Yeah, we'll come back, Beth. And
oh, wait, and before we go, because I like Beth. She's sassy, and I'm just going to quickly throw some good berries at her.
These are lovely. What the hell are they for?
Just eat them. They're for your strength hit points.
I have so many things to do. This is not the time for a snack.
So I start masticating them. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh, why didn't you say so, she says. She lies back and opens her mouth.
And I pour them in.
Oh, this is just horrifying. She grabs them out of your hand and eats them because she's a normal
She made such a fucking
dwarf.
fuss about it.
Well.
All right, 10 berries to her, so she gets 10 more
berries.
points.
All right. Yes, she's looking well now.
And
so
to be
she's
clear-
feeling confident.
And to be clear, I pick up the box of flux and I hand it to Freya, and I'm like, let's go.
Very good. Very good.
God, I would have loved to have said to you in about 5 or 10 minutes' time. How many minutes left? Not many. In a few minutes' time, oh, where's the box of flux? But where would you like to go next? It's the clock.
Hey, Beth, do you know where
Keeps
Berta Runs is?
Ticking.
No. Do you know where Paganini is?
Paganini, she says. Paganini, straight down the other side of the hallway. Just keep going. You'll hear him. He's a whinger.
All right, we go and we listen for the sound of complaints.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything as you're approaching. You're listening intently. You should hear noises because you've been told that Beth is going to say, Beth has said Paganini, what a whinger. But instead it's very quiet.
Oh, that's not good.
Hi, I'm James, and I play the voice of Seaman Paganini Jones of Clan Dallas, Master of Sonar Artificing.
Shh, listen. Something's in here.
Oh, that's a gross sound.
Can you hear it? Don't say a word. Did grab me leg. I'm bleeding. It's got some wee nasty bloody things with sharp, grippy bloody things. If ye hadn't got here, I don't think it would have let go. We need to kill it. So, listen carefully.
Choice Hotels get you more for your money so you can maximize any road trip. And as your vacation maximizationer, I'm gonna make sure you hear the maximum sizzle of Comfort Inn's free hot breakfast. Let's get real close. Maximum apple. Now that's fresh crispimization. Maximum waffle. Hear that crunch. And that's maximum coffee. Oh yeah, that's the pour I'm talking about. Breakfast maximized before hitting the road. Check into more. Book direct at choicehotels.com.
Your burger is served, and this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. Its sweet profile perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger.
That is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Ladies, this is how this part works.
That was scary.
You may have noticed that in that section, the sounds were coming from the left and right channel of your headphones.
That was very cool.
In this section, I'm going to play for you a sound. And you are going to have to tell me when you hear the monster. You have to say left or right.
Oh, fuck, this is cool. This is very well done.
This is good.
Each successful yes will grant you an attack against it, and each no will not. And you're going to need to kill this thing, or it's going to kill Paganini. You need to do 20 points of damage to it. So there's lots of noise in this room. There's water dripping, there's squeals, and all sorts of stuff going on. But all you have to do in this section is tell me where the sounds are coming from, and then, if you get them right, you'll be able to use those attacks on whatever creature this is. Okay? You ready? You've got to say it out loud together.
Okay.
I'm scared.
And I'm so scared. I feel like it's going to get my feet. Right, look, left.
Is that the monster?
I think so.
Right.
I think that was a monster.
Is that gas?
Right, agreed.
Structural integrity failure and 15 minutes.
Left. Sorry, I'm slow.
Left or left? Left.
Left. Oh shit, sorry.
Right. Right.
That was definitely.
Right.
What? Why is he laughing at us?
You guys are swinging at all sorts of shit. There is steam going off and you're going, yes, attack it. There's some bubbles. Yep, that'll do too.
Well, I'm trying to realise what sounds the monster.
Yeah, there's a lot of sounds.
There are a lot of sounds and you swung at all of them, which is probably exactly what your characters would be doing in this very difficult situation. So you did manage to get 3 attacks right.
Can we get...
that's
okay.
The bad news is you also missed 3 times. Now, that doesn't negate the attacks you got right. All right? But it does mean that the beast gets an attack.
Okay, sure.
And it's going to try and kill Paganini. So you have to do 20 hit points worth of damage to stop this thing from hurting and potentially killing Paganini, which would then mean that whatever you came here for, he can't help you with, and whatever job he has to do at the end, you can't help him with.
Okay.
Or he can't help you with.
Yeah, he's dead. Yep.
Yeah, the dead thing. So you guys can go first. What would you like to do?
My thing is I was raging, but I guess my rage has probably run out by now.
Definitely run out by now. Yeah, you've had a rest recently. You get 2 rages, don't you?
I thought it was 3.
I thought it was 8.
45 rages.
Sigh. I say sigh because no one heard my sigh.
Okay, so you're right. I only get 2. And then I've got to have a long rest before I can use it again. But I think now's the time to use it.
You raging out again?
I'm going to rage out again.
Any gym phrases you'd like to throw us before you, as you're raging out again?
Do you even rage, bro?
Do you even rage?
Leg day.
It's axe day because I didn't use the axe before.
Oh, okay. Axe day. There it is. You want to attack first, yeah?
Yeah.
Go for it. What are you going to do?
Okay, I'm going to do a big swing.
Yep.
So I'm going to bring it up over my head and then I'm just going to go vertically straight down as hard as I can.
Awesome. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens. 17.
Excellent. Definitely hits. How much damage do you do?
So fucking much damage. It's a 1d12 plus 3 damage.
Ooh, and you get 2 more for raging.
Nice.
Thanks. Thank you. That's a 9 plus 5, so 14.
Ooh. It's pretty heavily smashed already. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I do what I do.
It sounds very squishy when you slice through whatever it is. A little bit sinewy.
Like a big jellyfish.
You can feel that through the axe.
So we have to get to 20. We only need 6 more.
I was picturing tentacles because of the way he described it. And my memory is that once you slice it, then you burn it, then it dies.
Quite possibly, yeah.
So I'd like to throw Firebolt at it.
Let's see what happens.
Okay. So I haven't done this in a while, to be honest with you.
You've been neglecting your flame.
I know.
Kind of. I mean, you used it to get here in the first place. Your finger's been on fire for quite some time. You forgot to put that out.
I have an idea.
You've been walking around with this finger just burning. If this thing had curtains, it'd all be on fire right now.
5 plus 7.
A 12.
A 12. Thank you for doing the math.
It does not hit.
Oh, cool.
You have missed. You've only got 1 more attack left.
Oh shit. Why did I go?
I'm going to use my Sword of Deception with Booming Blade
Oh,
and
good one.
Sneak
You were
Attack.
going for it. Sneak attack.
Should I? I don't know.
Well, it
I
thought
I
it
gotta
was
tell
being
ya.
Don't have
sneaky.
sneak attacks right now.
No, I got to tell you, it probably can't see as well as you can't see.
Yeah.
All you have to hope for here is that it can't see. If it can see you, yes, you're in trouble. Good news. It can't see.
Great. So I sneakily.
You could use a sneak attack here,
I'm going to use a
yes.
sneak attack.
Got to hit first.
Okay.
Very important.
Oh, God.
And time is ticking.
Well, is a crit good enough? Because I've rolled a crit.
Don't even bother with the damage. That'll be more than enough. More than enough. An even larger and partially bone-crushing sound this time. It's squishy, it's crunchy, and then you hear a slithering
Structural
sound as it seems to
integrity
leave.
failure
Whatever it
in
is
10
out of here.
Oh, thank God.
Sweet, we got a tentacle hand essentially.
Oh my gosh. We
add to
love
the
limbs.
collection.
We love them.
It's true. I have to say, though, you don't have your bag. You haven't had the bag for a while, so these hands are just, like, around.
Yeah, weird.
Gross. Just hanging from belts.
I would like to reach out, grab fettuccine and I couldn't
Have a
help
quick
it.
snack.
Yum.
Paganini, or whatever.
And roll a 3rd level Cure Wounds, which is 3d8 plus 4.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh, that's a lot.
Gal, nice.
Smash that.
14.
All right, he is now back to full health. In fact, most of that wasn't necessary because he was never going to get much more. But he is back to full health, which is good for Paganini. He feels great, by the way. He feels thank you. I'll even forgive you calling me fettuccine. And ask you why you're here. What? Thank you. That was fucking fantastic. Why are you here?
Kilo from the engine room sent us down for Berterons.
Verterons.
Yes.
Oh, easy. And he reaches barely out of range and hands you a little jar that looks like it's just a jar with water in it, like moonshine or something.
Who would have one of them?
For people listening, for whatever reason today, Indy needed to bring some water to drink. But
What even is that jar?
Can you take a photo of this for Instagram?
that's got to go online.
Indy fucking gets to come like, so what's in the jar, hun? She's like, I couldn't find my water bottle, but I found this jar.
You're kidding. It does look like moonshine.
What are you doing?
I lost my drink bottle, so I was like, this will work. This holds water.
It's both genius and insane. He
And it's
hands
somehow
you.
working its way into the story without knowing.
He hands you a little jar with liquid inside it, and that apparently is Verteron.
Perfect.
Perfect. Done. Time is ticking. Time is ticking.
All right, we're like, love to stay in chat. Gotta go.
Paganini, any chance you can point us in the direction of Scavin?
Yes, he's back up to the left, then the right, and then you go up a bit.
Got it. So, which left?
I restore you to full health if that's the directions you give.
Anyway, you make your way through the vessel and find yourself in another little space. Again, there's lots of noises. The ship does sound like it's much worse for the wear now. It is creaking in ways it shouldn't be creaking. It kind of sounds like something has grasped it. Something shaking it around. Something big. And then Scathan speaks.
Hi, I'm Ingmar, and I play Scathan, inventor extraordinaire, and you're on my ship. Ain't nothing on this ship I didn't build and can't fix. Oi, you, turn that valve for a second. Well, how did you mess that up? You just had to... never mind. This old beast, she's not what she once was. The captain's constant search for gems of the sea have put bait to that. My poor girl, banged and battered these days. Everything's bloody labeled incorrectly. What did Kilo want anyway? Flux, Unobtainium, or Verteron? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Quick, grab that valve again. A twist to starboard.
All right, girls, on the count of 3, Which direction is starboard?
3, 2, 1.
Right.
Motherfuckers, you got it right. Yes. Okay, that's helpful because I was going to take another minute off you if you managed to get that wrong. And you need all the time you can get because there is only...
We can see the clock.
But don't tell us the time.
He looks at you. What the hell are you doing here?
Kilo has gum problem.
I'll try and do closer to his. What the hell are you doing here? I can't. He's got a very gravelly...
Good rasp, though.
Yeah.
Kilo from the engine room has sent us here. He has a gum problem.
We need a gum remover.
Easy. You need some Basilom. Yeah, there's some over there. And he points to a wall. There are 3 bottles. They all look precisely the same.
We take all 3. Let's go.
Okay. You have all 3 bottles.
Really?
Yeah, why not? Fucking can't Kilo be like...
Structural
that one's Basilom.
integrity failure in
Well, let's
5.
find out. You're racing back to the ship now.
Like, I
Time
don't
is
know,
running
we've got
out.
1 minute to go in a sunken souffle. I ain't fucking around.
I love how you're like, that must be as simple as this is, right? There's no any depth to this challenge. Just grab the bottles and run. You're back to Kilo and you hand him everything. He looks at you for a second and says, which bottle?
We thought...
Really? You don't know?
And now when you see on the bottle, you notice that they're all a bit worn and greasy and their labels are torn, various stages of readability. The first bottle, you can only see 3 letters, an E, an S, and an N. And the second bottle, you can only see 3 letters, 2 S's and an O. And on the third bottle, you can only see 3 letters, R, L, M. Which bottle do you hand him?
What were we looking for?
I already said it. I'm not saying it again.
Basilom.
Are the letters that we're seeing next to each other?
Yep, that's the order. They're in the right order.
And they're right next to each other. There's no gaps in between the letters?
There's gaps in between. There's worn out bits.
How do you spell Basilom?
I'm not going to spell it for you. Scathan just said it out loud.
Okay, I'm going to say not the one with the R.
For Betty?
There is no B in any of these, so that makes it hard. Like
Yeah,
you can't see a B. Basilom.
I'll spell that with a double S. O-L-O-M, that's how I'd spell it. Basilom, which would leave me to think it's number 2.
Sure. I got no better guessing on that spelling.
Who would have thought that this moment would come down to spelling?
No. To accurately hearing and understanding letters.
Through the accents.
Articulation, yes.
Phonics.
Phonics.
Oh,
It comes
phonics.
down to fucking phonics. From Scotland.
I know, spelt with 2 PHs. As the phonics kicks in, ladies, you have given him the correct bottle.
Hey! Good job.
A souffle is done.
I sounded it out.
Structural integrity
You see,
failure
Kilo is now
in 3
hustling around really
minutes.
quickly because time is ticking, and he loads up everything in the right places. Things start turning on. The sonar comes on. The ping starts making its noise again. The ship sounds a little bit stronger. You hear engines kicking in. The lights come on. And then he says, right, get back to Beth. Let's fuck this thing over.
Oh, the top.
He's got so much confidence now as he sees you not be able to say tornado instead of torpedo or torpedo instead of tornado. And he looks at you like, all right, maybe just the other 2 go. All right, ladies, what would you like to do?
Go find Beth.
Go find Beth?
Beth! We did say we were coming back.
We gotta go left.
Bethel.
All right, when you walk in to Beth is still there. She's looking still a bit hurt, like something has had a go at her in the meantime since you've been gone. Because I know she was feeling better when you left. Not a lot better, but she's still a bit hurt. And she sees you come in. The lights are now on, no more flashing. Everything seems like it's humming along nicely. And she says to you,
Oh, all right, everybody. I'll get ready to launch. I just need to know where they are. Can you check out the scope and you get the comms up and you, I don't know, you figure out something useful, okay?
you're about to fire a torpedo at something. Somebody's going to have to fire at the right time. Who would like to do that? Nobody? Okay.
All right, I'll do it.
I have dark vision. I'll look out the scope.
So I'll let you choose one of the times to fire. Freya, you're listening to the sonar, so I'll let you choose one of the times to fire. On comms, Paganini is watching the sonar. He's going to play it to you. All right? You are going to have to call out the best time to fire a shot. Now, you're going to hear something. And how long, like you're going to be listening to a noise, and you'll have to choose when to fire during the time that plays.
Okay.
You have 2 chances. You can fire twice. So if you don't like your first one, just wait a bit and do another one.
But is that the 2 tornadoes?
Yes, you'll be firing the 2 tornadoes. Oh, God.
And they're done.
And now Beth goes, don't worry, I'll do it. But no, she's still in the corner, crumpled. Kaa'Riin, you'll be rolling for both of those attacks. When they choose to fire will affect whether you're at disadvantage, normal.
Got it. So
or
I'm just
advantage. Yes, but you may get advantage or disadvantage depending upon what they say.
Got it. All right.
Ladies, listen carefully.
Okay. Who goes first?
Up to you. You ready? You can speak during this.
I'm scared again.
It's too tense.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I don't know what I'm listening for.
Sonar.
Here we go. It's getting closer.
Now.
I don't know. I've never listened to a sonar before. What does sonar sound like? Is that good or bad? Is it like a metal detector?
I think it gets closer. The thing gets closer. Is that right?
Kaa'Riin, fire.
At advantage?
Yes.
Hey!
2 shots at advantage.
Ha! 16 is my highest.
Yep.
What's the plus on that?
Torpedoes from this ship actually fire at +8.
Okay.
It's a good little
It's
ship.
16 plus 8, which is 24.
Cool. And the other attack?
11 plus 8, 19.
The torpedo blasts through the water, or both torpedoes. And for the first time since you came on board, it finally feels silent. Seconds tick away. The sonar pings again, and then the concussion wave from an explosion echoes through the depths, shaking this lovely little submarine that I'm sure you've come to love. No?
Yeah, I do. I love the submarine. I
No,
just
just
didn't realize you'd finish the
I'm
sentence.
just checking.
It's cute.
Again, the seconds tick away, but this time, that magical sonar goes silent. And a collective sigh of relief breaks the tension.
Oh.
That sigh, yes. I think we got it, says the captain. Now let's get the hell out of here.
And we say, okay.
Okay. And the
Okay.
submarine suddenly accelerates and speeds off into the deep blue. You see Beth coming up from behind you. She's already got hands full of ale.
Yes, jugs.
And that's where we end this episode.
Oh, cool. That was a good one.
Don't even know whether you actually killed it or not. I'm just...
It doesn't matter. We're out.
It doesn't matter. We're good.
I don't give a shit.
We're good.
We're out.
Amazing.
Don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just a sudden ending. It happens all the time. So maybe there's danger or just a clever line. But don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Right?
Oh, that was close, wasn't it? A chance meeting. But who really believes in fate? The gods? I shall find out soon enough. Run, little things. Your time shall come, as will mine.